Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is La5ty here. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Random Pick Day. Now, it's been a long time since I've done one of these versions where we get Siri to choose my 3 random pick players. Now, it's all going to be based around all the special items that I have in my club, and we're going to build a team up for that. Hopefully, I'm not going to have to go onto the market and buy any single player. If you look in the top left corner, you'll see that I don't have the most coins. I've got 150k, which is alright, but like, I can't really buy anyone elite with that. So I'm going to hopefully try and use the stuff that I've got in my club, which is actually, I've got some really good stuff. I've got a lot of good untradeable players this year. So I'll give you a quick rundown of what they look like. We're not going to count the first page because, of course, they are all just loans. But this is like the main hub of my ultimate team this year. We've got like Mertens, Kane, Hamsik. There's some very, very good players on page number 1. I'll take any of them. And then the TOTS players start to sort of come down a little bit, page number 2 or 3 as this one actually is, and then like I don't have as many TOTS as I had previously, but that's because like, I've used them in SBCs or I've sold them on or whatever, got rid of the ones that I'm not really that bothered about, and in fact half of this last page here, the 87s, some of them are ones that I'm not really that fussed about either. They're just there, you know, in case I need to get rid of them in an SBC or something. Regular special items, we have these guys, like any of them would probably work alright in the team as well. And then we get to the really good stuff. So this is recorded late on Thursday. So of course, Friday's end of an era SBCs hadn't come out yet as I was recording this. So the best I've got in terms of them is Totti and Lam, which are pretty awesome. I'd love any of them. Anyone on this page again would just be absolutely outstanding. I would take anyone on this page as well. I've actually got so many really good, like, untradeable players. It's unreal. Like, my club is far better in the untradeable section than it is in the tradable stuff at this point in time. Dirt Cow as well. I'd love anyone here too. And then we packed David Villa the other day in the Loyal Lads SBC, I think it was. Typically a video that I don't make. I actually pack someone amazing. That's just the way it goes, really, isn't it, for me? And again, anyone on this page is absolutely great. We got some FUTWIZ stuff coming in as well. Sane too. I mean, this when you get down to these guys right here that I'm not too fussed, because a lot of these pinks are like the regular version of the card, so I don't want that. Page number 14 is probably where we're going to end it, because I doubt 15 is a full page. No, it's not. So we're literally going to go for page number 14. So actually, there are 13 pages of players that we could get today. Let me ask Siri for one of those random players. So I'm turning my phone off and on again because Siri literally isn't like listening to me. Brilliant. I feel like there should be a noise when the Apple symbol comes on. Like when I turn my Mac on, it goes like boom. There's a chime. There should be a chime on an iPhone. You can have that one for free, Apple. Okay, Siri's back alive now. Hey Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 13.
That would be 8.
That would be 8, which is actually going to be page number 9. So let's go on through and see what we've got. What actual players will these be? Okay, there's some decent ones there. This pink Chris Smalling, that's the one that I want the most out of all of them, not going to lie. Hey Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10.
It's 9.
It's 9, which gives me Toprak, who's a player I've not used in actually quite a long time. So that's fine. He looks like a pretty decent defender. He is our first random pick player. Hey Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 13.
It's 3.
It's 3, which is actually page number 4. I'm not sure what players are on there. Okay, so that's like my regular informs and stuff. No tots or anything like that. Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10.
That would be 9.
That would be 9. We're going to use Ben Arthur, which is actually the exact same as his regular version. So far, not really anyone that's like super high boosted or anything like that. Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 13.
It's 5.
It's 5, which is actually page number 6. Whew, we're going to get someone good here. That's a good page of players right there. Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10.
It's 7.
It's 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're getting David Luiz Premium SBC. That's definitely something I can work with. So we have our 3 special players. I'm probably going to use more of my own special players to complete the team. But we have to fit in all 3 of those guys. So Toprak, David Luiz, and Ben Arfa. Okay, so it's a couple of hours later. I've sorted the team, played my games. It's time to show you what we actually went with after getting our 3 players from SIRI. This is what I've decided to go for in terms of formation today. Something a little bit different for me. 4-3-3 number 3, so 2 defensive players. And then we've moved Ben Arfa up to striker. The squad itself is actually pretty amazing. Only 1 player is not a special item. We have 88 rated Leno, who I did actually have to go out and buy. I didn't have any Lenos, and like regular ones 20k. This one was 43k. Why not get a boosted version, right? Carvial team of the season and Wendell. Wendell's the only non-special item in the entire team. And then we've got team of the season Nacho Fernandez at centre back. Alongside our first random pick player, that is Omar Toprak. He is an 86 rated Turkish centre-back, plays for Leverkusen. He's got 78 pace and 89 defending. Not the greatest of physical, being only 80. We've tried to boost that somewhat with the anchor chemistry style today. And then we move on to the midfield. I've used my team of the season Trigueros, sorry if I'm pronouncing the name terribly, and my player of the year, N'Golo Kante, who is one of my most valued players in my entire Ultimate team, alongside this guy. Probably one of my... I think this might actually be like my favourite item on the game. It looks amazing. David Luiz, neon version, premium SBC, 90 rated. He's a member of Club 80, and he's just got such great stats. He's got the Afro in game, which you know gives him that boost, and he is just such an all-around amazing player. I literally try and shoehorn him into every team that I use where possible. So then I've gone with Hazard on the left-hand side because he gets that Chelsea link. Pink version of Lucas on the right-hand side because I have it from doing the FUTWIZ SBC. And then we have Hatem Ben Arfa. So this is the 84 rated one. It is the exact same as his first item that was out on FIFA 17. He then got a downgrade, but I think he's had 1 or 2 special items since then. But this one, because they were man of the matches, they didn't get the boost on the ones to watch. I vastly overpaid for this one at the start of the game, but nowadays he's like 30k or even less than that maybe. So he's a good budget. However, you might as well just buy the regular 84, right? I know I lost loads of coins on that player, but Ben Arfa in general, after using him in today's squad, is actually just such a great player. You literally can do just about everything with him, and I'll reflect that in the goals that are coming up here, and also the rating that I give him at the end of the episode. So that was a lovely goal from Hazard right there, who wasn't the most sort of involved player for some reason, and then he gets another goal actually in the same game, I believe it was, which forces a rage quit from my opponent. But look at what David Luiz does for you on Ultimate Team. Boom! Absolute banger of a long shot, and there's more of them to come in just a second. Even from CDM, he was like making his way up the pitch, scoring goals. He works so very hard, is so overpowered. Interceptions, tackles, you name it, he can do it. Another great goal here, like in off the angle. That's a fantastic looking goal on his weak foot. He's just such a beast. I love him, and to be honest, we've had a premium SBC El Shaarawy, like SBC, come out again. I feel like EA are probably going to give you David Luiz at some point over the next few weeks. If so, I reckon he's going to be a lot cheaper than when he originally came out. And if you haven't already got him, like they've got to sort of like price this item lower than his team of the season one's value, because obviously the team of the season has better stats. But this is a position change, so I think you could be in for a shot at getting a much cheaper premium SBC David Luiz in the coming weeks. I don't know if EA are actually going to bring it out, but them bringing out like El Shaarawy for the last couple of weeks makes me feel like they're going to come back with those best of the best SBCs. And as we know, they're not just loans anymore, they are the full thing as well, which is very exciting for a lot of you that missed out at the time and want them now for your club collection. But what you're seeing for the rest of this particular team, or the rest of these clips should I say, are the goals that I scored with Hatem Ben Arfa. And I gotta say, he was an absolutely ridiculous striker on this game. The 5-star skill moves help him out a lot because that tied with his like agility and great dribbling and stuff, means that he just switches direction, either using a skill move or some LTRT dribbling, like really, really quick. He feels like a special item, even though this is just his regular 84. So that's one thing about him. I think that's because a lot of regular items that are around that rating wouldn't have like 80 odd plus shooting when they're such a high dribbler or something like that. You know, he'd probably have like 78 shooting. A lot of cards have those sort of stats. This guy's got 82 pace and 82 shooting off the bat, as well as 88 dribbling. So they really went off on his stats right from the beginning, and it shows, because in game, honestly, I was scoring so many goals. I think we played 4 games with this team, and I think I scored 8 goals in total and probably got assists as well, which is really impressive. Like, he was just scoring goal after goal after goal for me. I friggin' loved him, and I'm already like, I'm ready to stick him back into my League One squad, because he just like outperforms everyone, and it's just such a great player. I wasn't expecting it. It makes me want to buy one of his oranges. I'm not sure if he's got more than one. I feel like he has got more than one, but I'm not sure. It makes me want to buy like the highest rated version of him that he's got, because I imagine he is out of this world fun to use on the game. So overall, my thoughts on this team. Leno in goal, super solid. He actually nearly beats the 86 Farman for like a quality keeper. And you guys know how much I love Farman. He's like broken and great on this game. That Leno was very impressive. Nacho Fernandez, solid as always, just a little bit short, but he's very hard working. And then I can't fault either Carvajal or Wendell, however you say his name. The Brazilian works super hard on that left back, getting up and down the pitch. And for a regular, very low rated gold item, he's actually very solid. We're then going to give a 4-star value for money and a 7.5 out of 10 for Top Rack. Like, he was good. I feel like Nacho Fernandez was quite a lot better than him. And for some reason, he was a little bit out of position sometimes, left a couple of gaps. But overall, is relatively solid and can make up for that because he's pretty quick. So, mixed reviews on Top Rack, but, you know, he's not someone you can just go out and buy. Maybe they'll re-release his SBC at some point for you guys to go ahead and unlock. If so, I imagine it'll be pretty cheap. I am giving David Luiz a 9.5 out of 10 and a 4.5-star value for money. I remember he was very expensive at the time, but honestly, I've not really used him and Kante when they're together. It's just unreal how much they protect and help defend, as well as get up and help in the attack as well. He literally does it all. Friggin' love David Luiz on this game, one of the best there is. And then Lucas out on the right, very quick. That's about it though. Dribbling's all right. Hazard, very, very quick. Great dribbling and great like passing ability. Gets those assists for someone like your main striker. That today is Hatem Ben Arfa. He gets a 5-star value for money and a 9 out of 10. I mean, that's sort of based around the price of him now and like the normal 84 version, which you can probably get for even cheaper than this guy. Yeah. A lot of fun. He's a good skiller. Like, I'm not the greatest of skiller. I'm not a very good skiller at all. But it's fun to do the odd like running scoop turn and the odd McGeady spin to help get you some space and stuff. And I tell you what, Ben Arfa did that for me today and scored a hell of a lot of goals. So I've had fun with today's random pick. Let me know what your thoughts are of it in the comment section down below. If you would smash a thumbs up on the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Have a good one, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.